Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Brockopp side. Charlie's Angels was directed by Elizabeth Banks and is the latest adaptation of the classic Charlie's Angels TV show from the 70s. But yeah, it's the 2019 version. So yeah. And if you guys haven't already, please consider hitting that subscribe button if you live talking by movies. But anywho, so, positives first. I think the Angels themselves are pretty good. You know, they've got some decent chemistry between each other, and they've got their own individual personalities, but by far the best Angel of all three is Kristen Stewart. She's got this very fun, playful attitude throughout the whole thing. She's definitely kind of the comedic relief of the group, but she brings a lot of energy into the scenes that she's in. She steals pretty much every scene she's in, which is really cool because that's not really the kind of thing you associate Kristen Stewart with. So I really liked her in this movie. She was definitely my favorite Angel of the group. So yeah, besides that, the Angels themselves are good. You know, it's a pretty decently cast movie. Elizabeth Banks is good as Bosley. I like Patrick Stewart's role in the movie. But yeah, aside from that, it's a movie, alright. As far as the action scenes are concerned, there's not a whole lot new or interesting about them, and you'd think with a movie about cool female spies doing cool action things, you'd think the action scenes themselves be better executed than they are, but you can just tell by the way shots are composed and the way it's edited that there is quite a bit of stunt double work going on in here, which seems like the opposite of what you'd want to do for something like this, you know, have the leads actually do a lot of their own stunts, so it just kind of takes you out of the movie a little bit when you realize this is definitely not Kristen Stewart and Naomi Scott doing these sort of things. And then as far as the plot goes, it really doesn't do anything new as far as, you know, action, adventure, spy, you know, movies like this. You know, it's just really a lot of recycled storylines that we've seen over and over again. And after I got done watching the movie, it occurred to me that it's actually, plot-wise, kind of similar to Men in Black International. You know, they've got some relatively similar plot elements, including, you know, this new rookie character coming into this, you know, world of cool things for the first time ever, along with some other things which I don't really want to give away just in case you're actually going to see this movie. And after making that comparison between Men in Black International and this movie, it just kind of started to make the whole thing feel a lot more cookie cutter than it already was. I mean, both are Sony movies, so, you know, it's probably no real coincidence that they're awfully similar, and of course, you know, they are Sony movies, so there's a shit ton of Sony product placement throughout it because, you know, people actually buy Sony products aside from, you know, the PlayStation and the Blu-ray. People aren't buying your smartphones, your laptops, your tablets, Sony, get over yourself. So sadly, that's really all I have to say about the movie because there's just really not a whole lot to talk about. I mean, the cast is good. But, you know, everything else is just stuff we've seen a million times. The action scenes, nothing spectacular. The storyline's pretty cliche and similar to some other movies we've gotten this year. It's not a particularly awful movie. It's competently made, but if you're looking for something new, you're not gonna find it here. So all in all, as far as Charlie's Angels goes, if you want to see some cool Charlie's Angels action, then probably just stick to the Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore movies from the early 2000s. Or hell, even if you're a longtime fan of the series, and go check out the original TV show. I've heard it's good. But I wouldn't check out that failed TV reboot from a few years ago. Nobody really talks about that, and that's probably for a good reason. So, those are my thoughts on Charlie's Angels, a 2019 movie. And again, if you guys haven't already, please consider hitting that subscribe button if you live talking by movies. But anyway, so, if you guys have seen the new Charlie's Angels, then type that down below, and we'll see you on the Brockopp side.